Not ecstasy. I'm sorry. I should clarify that statement.
Ecstasy will not help your dress stay up.
Ecstasy will not help the dress stay up.
I was like, is it from the perspiration?
No.
No. We move in estrogen.
Yeah, no. Different kind of heat. Hello, for those of you who don't know me, yes, my name is Cher, Guevara, and just like last week, I still have some books for sale, so if you like what you hear tonight, buy a book. They are still only $5.
$5.
Only $5. You can't afford not to have one. That's right. So, unfortunately, I got home a bit late last night from an interview. I interviewed at Connor Prairie last night.
Yeah.
For a historical interpreter job, which I think will be great if I get it. I'll basically be a reenactor all summer, which is great because I've been doing reenacting off and on for the last decade.
We would be working together if you did that.
Well, see, there you go. So I got some original. This is going to be some ancient shit.
Fossilized, in fact.
Damn near. And it was funny. I was looking through this. These poems were published in Asarakis, which was one of the best poetry journals in the country. It's no longer around, but anyway, I was published in. This is issue number 8. To give you an idea of how old this was 2012, so it is a little bit out there. And I was looking through these, and this is one. I've done this one before, but I got to thinking, even though it was obviously written long before we started Iconoclast, I think it really kind of speaks to the spirit of what we do here. This is called Hopes of a Young American Poet. I want poetry to be reborn in this country. I want poetry out of the halls of academia and back out on the streets. I want it dripping not just from the tongues of professors, but from the tongues of people. Ordinary people, unusual people, young people, old people, in the middle people. I want it scribbled not just in notebooks, but in public bathroom stalls, carved into the sides of park benches, spray painted on back alley walls. I want people spitting not just old verse that they remember from so long ago, but new verse coming alive from new poets, famous poets, underground poets. I want people spitting their own verse. I want to see 1,000 open mic nights in 1,000 different cities. First-timers, new-timers, long-timers standing up and sharing poetry with the zeal and lust of hellfire preachers and angry rioters.
Yeah.
I want poetry to be alive and dangerous again.
Yeah.
Can I do a couple more? Sure.
It's your stage, boo. What's up?
All right, so now I'm going to be romantic. We're going to see Sappy Cher.
Sappy shit.
Sappy Cher.
Oh.
No.
In fact, later on, if you want after the show, I'll tell you who this poem is actually about. This is based on a real experience. This is called It's Like Giving Roses for a Writer. Walking off the stage after the longest set of my career, 45 minutes spitting romance and revolution to half a dozen people and a sound guy. But it doesn't matter. It was new ground broken and I felt alive. I ran into you after I walked off stage, still high from the performance and about a dozen beers. You only heard part of my diatribe on stage because you were getting ready for your own show. Holy Christ, you were beautiful to my boozy, poetic eyes. I gave you my set list so you could read it for yourself. It was the closest thing to a romantic gesture I've ever really done.
Oh.
This was
Okay, and then I'm going to do one more and then I'll fuck off. Okay, this is another one. Once again, kind of speaks to how I'm feeling now. For those of you who have, listened to my bullshit for a long time, I used to have this rep as a really kind of angry political poet, and then I kind of got burned out on that. I mean, really, after you elect a tangerine with a dead squirrel on his head, there's really nothing more I can say.
and yet here we are.
And yet here we are. That, in fact, the last protest I went to kind of turned into a police riot. Oh no, that was terrible. But funny enough, this one was written when I was still like an angry motherfucker. And it really kind of speaks to how I'm feeling now, with the new direction I'm taking. This is called Who Are You Dancing For? It's addictive as hell. The headlines, the sidelines, having a pen or a microphone thrust in your face. Christ, it's addictive. And I ain't even famous. I'm just a small-town loudmouth dancing for peanuts for the local rags. A Bible brother rubbed it in my face, quoting Dylan at me. You gotta serve somebody. I thought I danced for no man. But it's so smooth and easy to slip into that old skin, be the angry young man just one more time, clench your fist and wave your sign just one more time, get your headlines and color photo just one more time. They hawk a few papers with your name splashed across them, a local celebrity, a famous rabble-rouser. But do they take you seriously anymore? Did they ever take you seriously? On the streets, in the papers, even on the stage, do they ever take you seriously? Did anyone? Sometimes it ain't so bad being used. And sometimes it's the rude awakening you've been needing.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm Cher Guevara. I'm sure I'll be back out for at least another set.